Ace, metahuman. Ace was the most powerful member of the first and second incarnations of the Royal Flush Gang. She was the youngest of the group and exhibited childlike manners. Ace rarely spoke and often stared into the void. Ace of Clubs is a member of the Royal Flush Gang. History. Ace's behavior was the result of her traumatic childhood. She was born with the ability to send out thought waves that altered people's perception and eventually drove them insane just by eye contact. When she was only an infant, Ace unintentionally left her parents in a catatonic insanity. Ace was one of 5 children that were kidnapped from their homes and placed in a government-funded facility where they were trained to use their powers for the purpose of being used as weapons. A few years later, she was taken by the government, in an earlier version of Cadmus, which intended to study and use her skill. They managed to dampen her power by the use of a headband, which made her harmless and controllable. Ace spent all her childhood being studied and tested until she was taken in by the Joker and recruited into the Royal Flush Gang. Joker intended to use her to drive millions of people insane via broadcasting signal. This plan would have succeeded if not for Batman revealing that the Joker had a power-dampening headband with him all along. Ace turned against her rescuer and carried out poetic justice by driving him even further into insanity than he'd already fallen before calmly walking away. At some point, Cadmus retrieved Ace and resumed her original training. Ace's powers eventually evolved, and she became capable of telekinetically warping reality. She managed to run away, eventually using her advanced powers to create her own Royal Flush Gang. The Justice League went after her, and Amanda Waller informed them that Ace would soon perish from a fatal aneurysm. Furthermore, the psychic backlash would kill everyone within her power range, so Waller gave them a device to kill Ace. Batman volunteered to do it, because he and Ace were already acquainted. With the remarkable inner strength and compassion worthy of a true hero, Batman ventured into Ace's hideaway. It would be these qualities that endeared him to Amanda Waller. Ace allowed Batman to get close to her, because she had read his mind and knew he had no intention of killing her. Instead, he wanted to talk her into fixing what she had changed. Ace confided in Batman about her bitterness for being cheated out of her childhood to have been studied and trained as a weapon. She was also aware that she was about to die soon, asking Batman to stay with her for consolation. Batman empathized with her tragic background, sat with her and held her hand until she peacefully passed away, undoing the effects of her power. Batman emerged holding the girl's body. This event convinced Waller that the world would always need someone with Batman's compassion and skills, leading to her initiating Project Batman Beyond. It is possible, due to the lasting impact Ace left on him after her death, he named his dog after her. Powers and abilities. Ace was a psychic whose primary abilities revolved the warping of mental perceptions of others, often leaving them catatonic, mentally unstable or psychologically damaged. Her power was originally limited to those with whom she made eye contact, even by proxy such as a television broadcast. Her secondary powers, initially not disclosed, included telekinesis. Later, as she further developed her powers, Aces evolved to the point of manipulating reality via perception alteration and even grew into a decent telepath. However, the strain of this newfound evolution proved much too taxing for the poor girl's brain to handle, ultimately being her inevitable undoing. Repeated usage of such capabilities weakened her physical health, to the point causing fatal brain damage that would have killed many people in the psychic backlash. Powers. Telepathy. Illusion casting. Although seemingly harmless by her catatonic appearance, Ace was able to manipulate people's minds simply just by staring at them, whether directly or through any form of visual technology, and drive them to the point of insanity, creating powerful and realistic hallucinations in the minds of her victims. Reality alteration. Near the point of her death, her powers evolved, resulting in her being able to mentally alter reality. Telekinesis. If you want to support me, check out my Patreon at https://www.patreon.com/Kayashin. I tend to polls that decide important plot stuff in my P at Trian. Many thanks to my awesome patrons. Ben Phillips.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.